And check out three, check out three, check out three, check out three, check out three. Good morning, everybody. What's shaking my bacons? Welcome to boot camp. Good morning, everybody. We have a full week this week. We got the Fed. We got a lot of news coming out. Some of the big earnings are going to start coming out. For those of you who are joining us for boot camp, the first thing we always say is, do not worry about trading this week. It is not important. We will be posting every single trade that we do live in real time, but this is a learned week. We are going to go over our entire course live in real time, futures, stocks, options. Here is the schedule. Where are you? Natalie, you joined the futures course. Excellent. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The boot camp that we are doing this morning is for people who either bought our futures course and upgraded to the boot camp, or people who bought our ultimate package. So I am in Florida. Let's go over our schedule and how things are going to look for the week. Then we'll talk about a couple of trades that set up already this morning that Ken pointed out early. You are going to hear from Ken this week. You're going to hear from Scotty this week. You are going to hear from Kevin this week, all the experts that I have in the room. We are going to be doing slow markets on Tuesdays and Thursday nights for those of you who are strictly trading futures. That is included, guys, for everybody who has doing the boot camp this week. So we get 3 hours on Tuesday night, 3 hours on Thursday night. Really hone in your futures. We are going to trade the markets every morning, usually by 10:30 or 11 o'clock, because we slowed down. Good morning, Anthony. That is when we will take our little break at about 11 o'clock. We will come back at 11:15 or so, and we will start our morning lesson. We will take lunch. We will come back. We will do an afternoon lesson. We will rinse and repeat all 5 days this week. Today will be the most important day that we have in this room. Today will be the most important day that you will have. And it has nothing to do with trading. We are going to talk about rules and psychology for the entire day today. So don't care about trading. If things set up, we are going to be trading, but that is not what today is about. It is all about getting you guys on the right page, getting you in the right mindset, which is much more important than anything else we will ever talk about in this room. Charts, easier part of what we do. Although not easy, but easier part of what we do. We have a plan for every single trade that we do. We have a plan for our stop orders and profit targets, depending on what we're trading. You will learn all that as the week goes on. Tomorrow, we will start talking about technical analysis by learning how to read our charts, learning how to find support and resistance on multiple time frames, and becoming proficient at reading our charts, finding support and resistance. Tomorrow afternoon, it will be everything futures for a couple of hours. Kevin will be coming on. He will open up accounts for everybody who needs them. He will talk about the rules for each of the different platforms that you may be using. He will talk about our stop orders and profit targets in futures. Any questions you have that are futures related will be answered tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday, we will start talking about our actual technical analysis, looking for our 5 different trade setups. In the morning, Wednesday afternoon, we will do watch lists and scanners or bracket orders. I'm not sure which order we're going to do that. I think Kevin's going to do bracket orders tomorrow on all your different platforms also. Wednesday, we will do watch lists and scanners and continue our technical analysis. Thursday morning, we will finish up our technical analysis, and we will do beginning options in the afternoon. Thursday, we will do advanced options and finish up our technical analysis. And Friday, and this could change, guys and girls, we will have a gigantic Fibonacci lesson, which we get about 50% of our trades off of. And we will finish up our advanced options. So we got something for everybody during this week. I have a question on the cheat sheet paper. It talks about the entries for gold, but it doesn't say where to set your stop order and exit criteria. It should, I'm sure it does, but let's talk about gold for a couple of minutes, okay? Due to the volatility that we have had in gold, okay, instead of trading the MGC, we are trading the micros. We are trading the micros. Normally, when we had an ATR that was, 2 or 3 points, we would trade the big contract and we would have a 2-point stop. And if we're doing 2 contracts, we are risking $400 on that trade. So what we have done is switch to the micros, and we're doing 4 contracts with a 10-point stop, risking the same $400. And then we have our profit targets between 2 and 5 points. So if you are trading the minis, 2-point stop in gold, which we don't recommend anymore. It's just been way too volatile. So we're going to trade the micros. We're going to trade 4 of them, and we're going to trade that with a 10-point stop. So we have the same $400 risk. And we're going to go over all that this week in everything that we trade. Mostly are trading gold, oil, and the ESs and MESs. That is where our concentration is. We will be talking about stocks also. Morning, Angelica. We will be trading stocks if the opportunity presents itself. The reason we have gone mostly to futures, guys and girls, is because of the low barrier to entry. $33 right now to open up an account with Apex. We have had a pretty good month. We don't talk about numbers in here unless I am showing you, my long-term charts to show you what we do trading a couple of contracts. Excellent, Inez. How do you join? Well, you can buy just our futures course at WSGTA.com. That is 7 hours of only futures. It is spectacular. We just launched it. Hold on a sec, guys and girls. Hold on a sec. Give me a second. Okay. Impossible. Okay. Good morning, everybody. And for the payment plan, we do not have payment plans for if you're not in this country. However, send an email to Roman and I will work something out so you can do it. We will work something out for you. WSGTA.com at gmail.com. So to get into the boot camp, you would have to either buy our just futures course and upgrade to the boot camp for $200, or you buy our full course, which includes stocks, options, futures, and the boot camp. And that you can check out at WSGTA.com. All right, first thing we want to look at is news. The markets are kind of subdued right now. I'll explain the order come out. I want to show you a couple of trades that set up already this morning if you were here early. All right. So the news service I use is tradingeconomics.com. And it shows you all the news that is coming out every single day. See, today we got 1030, the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index. Not usually a big mover, but to be safe, we probably won't have any orders out at 1030. Tomorrow, home price index, and then Wednesday is the big day. We got pending home sales, and we got the Fed interest rates. They will make the announcement at 2 o'clock. Everyone is expecting a 25 basis point cut already baked into the market. Depending on whether they do that or not, we could get a lot of volatility. And then 2:30, we got the press conference with Jay Powell, where we can get a lot of volatility also. Gmail, MAIL, my bad. So we will not be trading around the Fed. Thursday, nothing. Friday, a couple of Fed speaks. So Wednesday is the big day. Okay. No, Christian, I'm on YouTube also. You're in the right place. You are where you're supposed to be. Gmail.com. I made a mistake there, guys and girls. All right. So let's talk about the ESs this morning. And we had a couple of nice little trade setups. And I'll explain to you what we were looking at and why we did it. So if we look, and Ken posted this one real early this morning, we tested our 65 EMA. We tested our 65 EMA when we broke below that 65 EMA. This is what we call a momentum trade, a base trade. And when we break below this level, we want to be short for a couple of points. We usually are looking at the 1 minute chart at that time. And this is the only time we'll ever go to a 1 minute chart unless we're looking for a fall from moving average trade. So let's look at 755. And you will clearly see, where is it? You'll clearly see all this consolidation right here. And then we broke below it on the 1 minute chart at about 80. And it gave us a nice couple of points off that trade. Then we had another trade where we hit both our pivot point and our VWAP. After going down more than 10 points, we're usually looking for at least a 10-point move in the ESs to get into a trade. So we basically went from up here, 89 to 79. So when we're looking to get into a trade, okay, we're looking for support and resistance levels based on our technical analysis. This was a support level. When something is going down, we're going to look for some of our technicals to get into a trade on the long side. When something is going up, we're going to look for one of our technicals to get into a trade on the short side. So we spiked down to the 79. We exactly hit two of our technicals, our VWAP and our pivot point, and we went up a nice, 4 or 5 points from there. Generally speaking, when we get into an ES trade, we're doing it with 2 contracts, okay? And we're looking to make between 2 and 5 points when we get in it. If we do 2 contracts and we get 2 points, we are making $200. If you make $200 a couple of times a day on average, you're making $100,000 a year, $400 a day, $2,000 a week. So we are looking to hit singles and doubles. We are mostly scalping the market unless we are looking to get into a trend trade, in which case we will stay in that trend trade as long as possible. We are going to learn all those techniques during this week: our trend trade, our regular moving average trade, our far from moving average trade, our base trade, our double top, our double bottom. We're going to learn all those trades, how far something has to move to hit those levels for it to be a valid trade. And we will never make a trade unless one of our technicals tells us to get into that trade. I'm kind of anticipating, and then we're always going to have volatility. There's things going on in China. We had good results over the weekend from that. That's why the market is continuing on this raging uptrend, which is great. Good for all 401ks. We're just looking for volatility during the day. I can't imagine anybody making any gigantic bets before the Fed announcement, but it does not mean we're not going to have any volatility. Yep, news like today, news like tomorrow, going into the Fed on Wednesday. So right now we're looking at our ESs, okay? And I have my 200 EMA, which is the strongest of my moving averages. And that is at 68.70, which would be a 12-point move down from here. We will do that trade every single time if it sets up. So we're going to put an order out. And for trading purposes, guys and girls, I am trading all the micro contracts in here. This is my interactive brokers trading account. I never recommend that anybody use their real trading accounts to trade futures. There is no reason to. First of all, it's very, very expensive. Let's get this out at 68.70. Looking for it to spike down 12 points. The odds are if we spike down 12 points, it's going to stop going down and give us that 2 to 5 point rally. On the sell side, we really do not have much because we are at all-time highs in the market. I mean, we have a double top from this morning up at 68, around, call it 90, which is only an 8-point move from here, so I don't even care about that. Yeah, that's the great thing about trading futures, Elizabeth, is you can open up an account with Apex for as little as, I think, what is it now, 37 bucks? 37 bucks. And you can start your trading career. Yeah, here's the gig, man, for bulling everybody else. If I want to trade one ES contract, guys and girls, in my interactive brokers trading account, and there is no margin when you are trading futures. In other words, you have to have the cash to trade it. $24,000 to trade one contract. So I could trade one contract in there. I have $26,000, but I could never trade more than one. And why would I want to risk my own money when I could be trading the futures accounts without risking my own money? If I want to trade one contract in gold, okay, $32,000. I can't even trade one contract in gold. That's why we want everybody trading futures, because of the low barrier to entry. Okay. And guys and girls, you know, here's the bottom line. You want to start your trading career, you're struggling, whatever it is, $37 to open up an account, $299 to buy our course, okay, which is a special low introductory price. It's not going to sit that way for long because it is over 6 hours long. It includes Ken's psychology lesson, which is worth the price of the entire thing right there. It includes opening your account, setting up your accounts, rules, every single thing that has to do with futures. It is pretty freaking incredible. So really, you can start your trading career with as little as like 330 bucks. Also, any of our courses, guys and girls, come with lifetime mentorship. We get together every Thursday night, me, Peter, the team, and we answer any questions that you have. We go over trades, any problems that you're having. And again, that comes with Tuesday and Thursday nights. Slow Markets with Scotty, which is worth $1 billion. Trust me when I tell you that. Okay. So like I said, we're off to a really slow morning here. The only order we have right now is in the ES is down here. Let's check out gold, see where we want to be there. We want to have it
here. What's up, Davey Dave?
What up, Pete? Give me 2 minutes and then you can take over for a couple minutes. Everybody, buddy. That is Peter, baby, the Einstein of Wall Street, reporting live from the Florida, New York Stock Exchange.
What's up, team? Albano, how you doing?
All right, guys. In gold, I don't like anything close to where we're trading. We have a pivot point at 68 on the short side. We have our VWAP at 74, and we have our 200 EMA at 78. So for this morning, let's just put out a little something all the way up on our 200 EMA, the strongest of our moving averages at 50.78, 40.78. So we will be looking to short gold if we go up in that direction. 4078 in the MGCs. So when something is going up, we're looking for places to short. When something is going down, we're looking for places to buy. And everything we do is just based on that support and resistance. On the buy side, our previous week low is down at 40.21. That is down 30 points from here. So we'll put a little order out down there also. 40.21. And there's our gold order sitting out waiting in the morning. I'm probably going to bet if we spike up to this 55.70, we get a quick point or two pullback. But we're going to be ultra conservative in the morning for the opening. Really good course. I watched it. Yeah, I mean, Greg, it is spectacular, that futures course. And we've made it so affordable for every single person out there. There's a payment plan. that you can get it for like $20 a month. Oh, last thing I want to mention, I am the proud owner of 25 shares of Beyond Meat. 55.70 did pay in gold. Yes, we got to 55.80. That was our 65 EMA. We tickled 55.80 and it paid you a 0.2. So there you go. Boom. So here's the thing with gold, guys and girls, okay? If you just did one of the MGCs and you took 2 points out of that, you just made $200. If you did 4 of the other ones and you took 2 points out of it, I don't know what you made. How much did you make, Scotty? On 4 micros, 2 points, what is that? You tell me. $200, same thing. $100. I don't know what it is. Now we could possibly get a little breakout here, but again, we're being very patient in the opening. So the reason I bought a little Beyond Meat, and guys, we do not give financial advice to anyone. $80. There you go. We do not give financial advice to anybody. Okay, everybody pushes their own buttons. Yada 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 yada. Everybody who traded Beyond Meat, and I'm gonna venture to guess that more people got absolutely crushed in this thing than made money. Because you guaranteed it's got memeified, trade up to $9 at one point. And I guarantee more people were long this at between $5 and $9. And now they're looking at it trading at $2. Yeah. So I bought a little bit. I'm going to put it away, forget I have it, and see if maybe if you can get another one of those spikes at some point. I don't mind buying stocks when I know my absolute downside. I can only lose $2. So if it gets to $1.50 and $1, you know, I'll get up to 500 shares, something like that, and risk $500 and just hold on to it forever. We do swing trading at times when things set up for us to do. So right now, very, very quiet. We got our gold orders out. We got our ES order out, and we're chilling out. And I am going to turn it over to Pete. And
you got it. Good morning.
Know what's going on in the markets.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's really great to have you here. We are Mondays and Fridays YouTube channel with me and David and the team. Scotty and everybody is great. Just think about it. Look, if you are new to this business or you just bought our course or you whatnot, coming into the market on a Monday morning or any morning, it can be still really intimidating. You don't know what stocks to look at. You don't know what trades to get into. You don't really know what to do. And so that's what's amazing about trading the opening bell with Dave and Scotty and me and the team. So that's super exciting. It kind of gives you that little push through whenever you're sort of little intimidated by the market. All that being said, market is looking up as much as 1% on the open this morning, right? All of this is all about a couple of different things. We got a Fed meeting this week based on the economic data that we finally got on Friday, even though the government is still closed. We did get weaker than expected CPI numbers and some other stuff, unemployment and whatnot. That means that the Federal Reserve, there's a 99% chance that we are going to cut interest rates. Cutting interest rates in this sort of mid-growth environment in the market is going to be pouring like gasoline on the fire. That should put a boost into the market as well. I think the most overwhelming part of this week is going to be this meeting between President Trump and President Xi of China that's happening in Korea, right? We have been waiting for this since February, March, April. The first time Mr. Trump mentioned China and tariffs and the market sold off from February 19th until April 19th, all we've talked about is checking off the boxes. We need deals all across the world, but the one deal we need above all, which is our largest trading partner, our most contentious trading partner, and obviously two of the largest egos in the world is President Trump and President Xi. All that being said, no disrespect, but they're the big guys, right? The big kahuna. So if we were able to make a deal with China in some way or another, that would catapult this market into the fourth dimension. So that's what everybody's anticipating. We're looking at a 0.97% rise on the opening of the market. Earnings this season have been great. We've had the banks out of the gate. The bigger banks did incredibly well. We did see a little weakness in the regional banks. And there was a little fear that there'd be a little sort of layover on that. Everybody sort of is still suffering from a little PTSD from last year, Silicon Valley Bank. When look, at the end of the day, Midwestern banks, small banks tend to really take the temperature of what's happening in the economy, right? So look, the stock market, it trades in its own little world, right? Stock market is not, the people who are investing in the market are not people living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so regional banks really can take the temperature of what's happening economically. So obviously, last year we had a breakdown in a couple of defaults on some of the retail banks. This year, we also, the earnings in those banks, a couple of the Midwestern banks, showed that people are defaulting on credit cards, defaulting on mortgages. So there are people struggling economically, really having no effect on the market overall. But I think the biggest part of what is fueling this market, look, feels like we're in one of those modes where all back in the old days, it was like never another down day on Wall Street. That's kind of what it feels like. Any pullback that we've seen over the last 2 or 3 weeks has been very shallow. Right? There's still trillions of dollars of underinvested funds in mutual funds, money that needs to be allocated still coming into the fourth quarter. A lot of these big players, a lot of the big whales, a lot of the big funds, a lot of the institutions have to put money into this market. They cannot be underinvested in a market that's going and hitting. We are at our 38th record high of the year. Okay, last year we hit the record highs 57 times out of 218 trading days. We are now at 38 record highs across the board. I mean, on Friday, we had record highs in NASDAQ, in S&P, and in the Dow. Look, we're looking at a Dow 50,000, S&P 7,000. These numbers, while completely frothy and completely wild and crazy, they are within reach. They are within reach in a market that doesn't seem like it wants to go down. If we sign a deal with China that has any inkling of it being a good deal, reasonable tariffs, and we are able to really forge a relationship, and that was Mr. Trump's whole goal in the beginning of this. We've gotten a deal with the UK, with the EU, with the Japan, with Korea. The only country right now that we don't want to talk to ever again is Canada. As insane as that may seem, one of our closest trading partners, Mr. Trump has got a thing for them right now. So all that being said, a deal with China and a Federal Reserve cutting of interest rates, those are the two things that are on the agenda for this week. If we get them both, this market is off to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. So just trade it that way. Look, at the end of the day, we're not here to advise you on what to do long term. We are traders. We're here to scalp. We're here to hit singles and doubles. We just came out with our brand new course. David, Kevin, Ken, and the whole team really worked really hard on this. It's about 9 hours, right? It's got coaching and mentoring. It's amazing. It's a strictly a futures course, very Apex friendly. Right? The whole point of partnering up with Apex, our preferred futures trading platform, infinite possibilities, is to give you guys, look, we are here to I'm here to motivate you and inspire you. Dave is here to educate you. Apex is here to give you access and to fund you. It's a partnership made in heaven, guys. If you are sitting there and you don't know how to get access to the market, if you don't know how to motivate yourself to do that, this is what we've done. We've put together an amazing package, a brand new course on just futures. We've partnered up with Apex, our preferred trading platform. The course is incredible. A lot of work went into it. So if you're sitting on this line and you don't know, check out the course. It's spectacular. It's affordable. It's $299. Payment plan as little as $20-something. Apex, you can get an account for as little as $33 or $28. So we've got to motivate and inspire you. We've got to educate you, and we've got to give you access and funding to trade the market. So there is no excuse for anybody to sit around and say, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then on top of that, every Monday and Friday, you get to trade the opening bell with David and Scotty and me and the team. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any desire, if you have any hunger to get into the stock market, to make a little disposable income, to do this as a skill before you go to college or a new job, you want to make a little money and try and do this, it's right at your fingertips. We have made this as accessible, affordable, and fun as anybody could. So join the family and hang out. Pass back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Pete. All right, so let's talk about this overall market, guys and girls. And Anthony said, I remember last year you had some critiques about Apex, and now you're partnering up with them. Did they start being better? We are not affiliates, Anthony, of Apex, okay? We don't get paid for signing people up, nothing like that. They are just our preferred vendor. Yes, their rules have gotten better, but you got to follow them, okay? You got to follow them no matter what, like any others, all right? I want to show you guys, and this is not about the money, okay? I just want to show you guys my accounts with Apex, how long I've had some of them. The money doesn't matter. Obviously, I have a little more experience, so I'm a little more aggressive in these accounts at times. But here are my 4 PA accounts. I don't have 20. I don't copy trade. And quite honestly, I don't have a lot of time to trade these things during the day. My concentration is on my trading room and my traders and teaching and mentoring. If I get to these things, I get to these things. But I have one account for 62 days, all right? and I'm up $17,000 in that account. And this doesn't count multiple payouts that I have taken for them. Another account for 47 days, $23,000. Another account for 10 days, $12,000. Another account for 28 days, $18,000. So $71,000. And basically, since we started hooking up with Apex, 2 months. So, and this is only doing trades that set up with our technical analysis. I don't go outside of off the technical analysis or change any of the trades that we do. So it's there, man. It's there. We have multiple success stories of people taking money from them. Scotty, not to talk about money, but how have we done in the last 27 or 28 days? Again, okay. So we're going to really take it easy today, but we have made money 26 out of the last 27 trading days. So that means anybody who's in our private trading room or is following all of the things that we do to the T, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, has made money 26 out of 27 trading days. Not too shabalicious. Now, that being said, I'm doing this for a long time, okay? You're only as good as your last trade. We have losing trades. Everybody does. How you handle those losing trades is the most important thing. We get out of our losers quickly, and we try to get as much out of our winners as we possibly can. And we are scalpers. Give me a couple hundred there, give me a couple hundred there. And at the end of the day, it adds up to bigger amounts of money. At the end of the day, the week, the month, and the year. Gold is spiking up here, guys and girls, a little bit. Okay. So the reason we want to short gold at 40.78, guys and girls, is because that is our 200 EMA. So our moving averages go in order of strength, right? The first time we hit our 65 EMA, we got a 2-point pullback. Now, I was just talking to everybody and saying that if it gets above this 65 EMA now, that could be on the buy side. We pushed it, we pushed it, we pushed it. We finally got above it at like 57, and this thing just spiked up 7 points. So if you had one contract and you bought that little breakout, you could have made $500 to $700. Now, the reason we want to short it up here, okay, is because that's our 200 EMA. That is the strongest of our moving averages. And it will have gone up 21 points to hit that level. So the odds of it hitting this level and stopping to go up and pulling back for 1 to 5 points are very, very good. So all we're trying to do when we get into a trade is put the odds in our favor of that trade working. The way we do that is by using our technical analysis. I'm probably going to bet we get a pullback from 73, but we're being ultra conservative on the opening. We'll probably get a pullback from 68.70. That is our pivot point. Look at all the price action we had here on a pivot point. It was support, busted through it, boom. So now this should become a little resistance. But again, we're going to be ultra conservative on the opening and just take it nice and easy. I do have one contract out at 68.50. Only if it spikes up there, and that would be an aggressive place to make a trade. So let's see what happens if we get up there. Always like to be more conservative on the opening. And I got such a long way to go. And this is what we're doing all day, guys and girls. We're going through stock. Well, we're going through mostly futures. We're looking for levels that make sense to make a trade. Anytime we were looking to get into a trade, we always wanted to get to one of our levels as fast as possible. The faster something gets to one of our levels, the better the odds of that trade working are going to be. If something that sits here and crawls, it is not going to be as effective. Let's get rid of our buy side because I don't think we're going down 40 points on the opening. And maybe now, and it's very early, we could be setting up for a little uptrend now. So maybe down 12 points at this 40.51. That is our trend line. Here's our 9 EMA. Here's our 15 EMA. Those are the weakest of the moving averages, but they work when stocks are in a trend. So that could be a place now if we get a little pullback down there. Again, that would be ultra aggressive on the opening. Or for now, it's 9:02 already. Okay. Yeah, I would not put that on the opening because we were 30 points lower than that. So looking for the short if we can spike up off the opening. ESs are dead, sitting in the middle of nowhere's land. I don't like anything in the ESs. We have our 200 EMA. If we get really stretched out on the upside, I'm sure we'll have some Fibonacci's that will line up. We'll take a look if we get stretched out. Do we like 68.97 double top? When is that from? Last night? Because I don't see it that high. 68.90 was the high last night, Nivea. So where are you seeing 68.97? I don't see it. Until 90 was the high last night. And I don't like that. That's only up like 6 points from here. When you sign up for Apex, what platform do you choose? All right, you can choose either Tradeovate or Ninja Trader. What's up, Max? Either Trend 68.97 was the high in MES. Really? What am I looking at? I still don't see that. Last night? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. I see it. Yeah, I certainly like that on the opening. We'll put something out in that one. If we spike up 13 points on the opening. Yes. 68.97. Boom, chaka. Okay, we like that on the opening. We like gold if we can get the spike of Deca. Make a little look to Mexico. I'm gonna ride like the wind. Ride like the wind. A little less aggressive spot in gold would be our pivot point at 73. I think that would work for a little trade if we spiked all the way up there. But we're going to be patient on the opening. In one of my PA accounts, I'm putting out 73. Again, that's aggressive. 40.73. All right, we're starting to pull back a little bit now. Anyway, kind of hanging out. We covered ES. We really don't have anything here. 68.70 is our 200 EMA. We'll be looking to get long, and 68.97 would be the double top. So we're looking to get short if we go in that direction. A lot of people like Rhythmic and Ninja better because you can attach orders to the moving averages when we're looking to get into a trend trade. It's personal preference. Bitcoin, what are we doing? Nothing, hanging out. The video, let's take a peek. All-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. So let's take a look at the overall market. Okay. Obviously, we're making new highs every single day. 682. Let's go to our daily chart. Top Step is fine, and I don't have anything against Top Step at all. I like Top Step. I like the people. I want you to trade where you're most comfortable. You don't, guys, you can trade take profit trader. You can trade Top Step. You can trade wherever you're most comfortable and still be with us. Okay. You trade where you're the most comfortable. So we had a gap up on Friday. We're having a gap up today. We're up to 683. We're not stretched on a daily chart yet, but we might be before Wednesday. So everything's coming up roses as far as the market is concerned. Yeah, you use what you want. We will be there for you with lifetime mentorship, no matter what you're using. What I am going to do on Wednesday morning, or maybe even tomorrow, is do some options trades in the UVXY, some what I call lottery tickets. You know, if we keep rallying up, how much of this rally is going to be in the market already, and will we be due for a pullback, right? I think we will. So we'll do some lottery tickets on Wednesday morning or maybe tomorrow. I'll look to buy and sell, buy some calls in UVXY and sell and buy some puts. You know, just to have some lottery tickets, because I do think we'll get a big move and maybe in both directions. So who knows? We'll see what happens. And I got such a long way to go. All right, let's leave out gold at 40.21 just in case we get a big spike of Deca on the opening. I doubt that's going to happen, but can you do a bit more training for Tradeovate? Yeah, I will show you my Tradeovate platform once we get going a little bit. It's very, very simple. We teach you how to do bracket orders also, so that you have a stop order built into every single trade that you do. Profit target, stop loss, boom, chaka, laka, laka. Right now, we're sitting in the middle of everything and everything. So Camera, someone's got a camera on? Let's see if we can get rid of that. I don't, oh yeah, I got it. And I got such a long way to go, such a long way to go to make it to the corner of Mexico. So it is chill pill time. We will relax. We got our little orders out for the opening. And does anybody know what time it is? Anybody know what time it is? Talk to me, gooses. It is peanut butter coffee time, peanut butter coffee time, peanut butter coffee time, peanut butter coffee time. Everybody take 5 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Do you use Think or Swim with Trade-Evate? No. No. Trade-Evate is just for trading futures. Okay. My Interactive Brokers account is also for trading futures, but always the micros and stocks. Again, look, the bottom line is you need to have about 100 grand in cash to effectively trade the futures in your trading account. That's the bottom line. You know, you want to buy 2 contracts, it's $50,000. So $60,000 in gold. So you need at least 100 grand, which not many of us have to put into a trading account. And again, why risk your own money? Makes no sense. ESs, we have a couple of orders out, double top at 68.97 and our 200 EMA at 68.70. Gold, we are up on our 200 EMA and we are down on our previous week low. 51 in gold, that's 30 EMA, maybe if it spikes down there, but that is way too risky on the opening. Do you trade any commodity spreads? We do not, Santiago, but we will be giving you 6 hours of options this week, if that's what you choose to do. All right, let's fill up the old coffee, ole, take a chill pill. He is not over. We were just getting coffee. Hey, how many people in our in the private trading and were joining us from the trading summit last week? Give me some ones. There we go. Jose, Sabrina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Manuel. All right, we invited like 50 people and like 5 came. Hold on, here's some more. Well, welcome, guys and girls. One thing I want to say to all you guys is we are not here to change the way you trade. If you are having success in what you are doing, maybe this is something you just can add to your repertoire. But if you're being successful trading with Boris or anybody else, we're not here to change anything, guys and girls. So you do what you do is the bottom line, right? I personally could never scalp off a 2-minute chart. I don't know how to do it. It's just not something that I would do. But like I said, you guys, if you can add something, that's a wonderful thing. But I would never tell anybody who's being successful doing something else to change what they're doing. You pick up a little here, you pick up a little there, and that's it. More than one way to skin a cat. We don't have the holy grail of anything. I can tell you that right now. We do what we do, and it works for us. And that's the bottom line. All right, oil, we doing anything in oil? Possibly setting up for a trend trade, maybe, but way early. I do options, excellent. Angelica, you are going to get 7 hours of options this week. Beginning, advanced, everything. That's also included. Yep, so you're going to get it. NQs, which we very rarely trade, although the ATR is only 9 points right now, but that's going to change. CRSP had news out this morning, rallied up significantly, up 10 points. Yowza. Nvidia, nothing. Okla, nothing. Okla and RGTI we've been watching in QBTS. Those are all those crazy stocks that the government was going to take a stake in, and then they weren't going to take a stake in it. So we keep an eye on those sometimes too. And the ESs are just subdued. Again, we got those big things big meeting coming out on Wednesday. So you trade based on supply and demand. We trade on support and resistance. Is there somewhere I can find the schedule for this week? Yes. Here is the schedule for this week. We will be here every day. I usually open the room by 7:30. We will start our morning meetings at 8:30. We will trade the mornings. We will do lessons after that. We will take lunch. We will do lessons after that. And we will rinse and repeat for the next 5 days, including slow markets on Tuesday night. So that's from 6 to 9:30. Thank you, Tracy. That was a great time at the meetup. Tuesday night and Thursday night, we'll be doing slow markets with Scotty. We have our mentorship call at 5 o'clock. That is for those of you who have joined one of our courses. We have mentorship on Tuesday and Thursday night, no matter what course you have bought. Me and Peter, Scotty, and the gang hang out every Thursday night for an hour, hour and a half. Eastern Standard Time. Everything is Eastern Standard Time. That also comes with any course that you purchase. Our mentorship, which is insane. We have every mentorship meeting we ever had recorded. So you can go back and look and watch them. I think we have like 300 hours of archives. Yeah, 6 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our mentorship meeting, 6 p.m. As soon as we finish our mentorship meeting, we switch over to a different Zoom room and we do slow markets. Boom, chaka-laka-laka. So you can see, guys and girls, we pulled back to our 30 EMA, which was about 51, okay, in our gold, and we bounced up 4 points from there. So our initial pop down to our 30 EMA at 51 only went a point against us and paid, 2 to 5 points. I wasn't going to do it because really didn't It moved far enough, but it took its time getting down there. Quite frankly, if we break these levels now, it'll probably be a better short off the opening. Yeah, we'll see what happens. None of our orders are an imminently going to get hit unless we get big moves off the opening. So YouTube will be with you guys till about 10 o'clock. We'll probably hang out until we start our lessons. Give you guys a little extra. We'll trade in the morning with you guys. Once we start our lessons, that is for our course members and all that other stuff. One thing we will never do, guys and girls, is trade just to trade. And I got such a long way to go. We wait, we patient, we discipline. Yeah, it was a great time in Boca. In Boca. It took me about 6 minutes to drive there from my house. All right, now it's peanut butter bathroom time. We are cool. We're hanging out. Relax. How will you know about the sessions? Which sessions are we talking about, Nat? If you have purchased any course that includes the boot camp, you should be in our private trading room right now. That is for anybody who purchased the course with the boot camp. And I got such a long way to go to make it to the corner of Mexico. So you see, we got that nice bounce off our 30 EMA in gold. Where are we? 77. Anyone want a lower gold? We got 68. We got the VWAP at 73. Let's just be patient on the open. Are you in the private trading room right now, Natalie? Because I just went over this schedule. Every day, 8:30 until we finish. Double top in the MESs from last night, Bish. If you only have the futures classes, then you will be with us every Thursday night, Natalie, at 5 p.m. And there is a link in your course, the Zoom link. Okay? What you have to do is click that on Thursday nights and you'll be there. Can we access the sessions tonight when I get back? I'm running another set. We do not, MD, we do not record those classes. All right, what do we got? 200 EMA on a 5. Yeah, we are there. Let's come up a little bit. 68.71. That is our 200 EMA. And we're going to come up to 71.50. We'll cheat by 50 cents on that if we spec down 10 points. Are we trading at the market open? If one of our orders gets hit, yes, we are trading at the market open. So we're bidding down 12 points in the MESs. Gold, we are offering up 20 points and bidding down 40 points. So yeah, if any of those orders get hit, we will be trading. Absolutely. Private trading room is my private trading room where we trade the markets live all day long. It includes the boot camp every month. It is a separate charge for that. Anyone who's interested in that, just send me an email. I do not copy trade Apex. Sometimes if I have, a bunch of accounts, I might. But I try to, make a good trade in one account, move on to the next account. Good trade in another account, move on to the next account. Like if I show you from last night and early this morning, one account I made $354 on. These are Ken's trade. One account I made $386 on, so $700. This account I made $100 on, so almost $800 trading last night and this morning. So I try to make a couple $100 in each account, move on to the next one. Doesn't always work out. We're going to have winning trades. We're going to have losing trades. All right, I'm just running to the boys' room. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So Madeline, that's the reason for switching accounts. Also, what if you have all your accounts together, and even if you have stop orders out, and news comes out and it blows through all your stop orders and blows up all 20 accounts? Then what do you do? Then what do you do? Then you've blown them all. All right, back in 2 minutes. Rich, 97 was the high it made last night, so that's where we are for now. BRB. How many combines? I would do the 50,000 and I would just do two, $70. Mr. Kevin is here. The gang's all here. What up, Kev? All right, see how gold broke that level now? And spiked right down a couple of points. That was a momentum trade to the downside. A couple of points. Gold on the short side now, I certainly like around 68. That's our pivot point, so let's lower to that. Up 20 points from here. And I got such a long way to go. Boom, chaka-laka laka. Patience on the opening, guys and girls. Any thoughts on a gap up on NMQ? Now, let's see what happens from here. Again, just be really patient on the opening. Relax. Such a long way to go to make it to the corner of Mexico. A lot of our people use TradingView. Yes. We show you how to set up your charts in TradingView or in Think or Swim with one button. That is in any of our courses. So you'll get your chart set up exactly like mine on with one button. You can hook them all up together. And if you do a trade in one, it'll be a trade in all of them. You just got to change the amount that you're trading. That's all. We're going to ride like the wind, ride like the wind. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Gold coming in a little bit. Initially, ES isn't doing not much of anything. Oil, ES, spike up, spike down. Bitcoin not doing anything. Tesla, spike up, spike down. Spiders, nothing. Honeys. Okla spat down $2 and hit our 200 EMA. GTI coming in a little bit. The S is ripping to the upside. It's only a 4-point move, though. We're going to ride like the wind. Yeah, I'll have to edit that, Ant. In gold, we are trading 4 contracts in the micros with a 10-point stop. So write it down, Anthony. 4 micros, 10-point stop. Gold getting a little smack-a-dacka, whack-a-dacka. All right. See if we can get down to our 21. So gold definitely looks like it's setting up for a short on rallies. We'll see what happens. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy ball. Our previous day low is 55.70. That would be up 20 points. So let's put it out there small. 40, 55, 70. Spec up another 14 points. 10-point stop on the micros. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see if we spec up another 10 points from here real fast. ES is a dead. We don't jump the gun on anything, guys and gals. We relax. Things hit our levels, we make trades. They don't hit our levels, we don't make trades. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And we want this spike up in gold on this pop. Dun, 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 dun. You stink on ice. Got to 53.60, guys. So if we would have got to our 55, that would have been a nice 3 to 5 points. Want, want, want. Cancel it for now. We definitely like 68. We'll leave that out. You stink. Look at that, guys. Down 10 points. You piece of garbage. Kiss my tuchus. That happens. We miss a lot of trades, guys and girls. I can tell you that right now. Anybody seeing anything anywhere? ES is coming in a bit. Okay, we certainly like our 71.50 in that. Let's come up a little. Let's make it 72. We don't miss it if it goes down another 6 points. Quick trade. Target price 2 to 5 points, Santiago. Well, it depends. If you're doing the micros, take a couple off for 2 points and then trail and see if you can get more out of it. You know, try to get at least 5 points on the the last couple of contracts. No, we would not have taken the ES VWAP bounce. Didn't move enough to get there, and it would have been a losing trade. All right? So chill it out, man. Chill the wine, dig that girl. Down here, it'll be a 10-point bopper. It'll be like 17 points if we get down there. So we like it. I'm going to add to my beyond at about $1.70 or so. And as expected, guys and girls, we're kind of just flopping around here. If anybody sees any stocks, let us know. SUPV, 50%. What is that bad boy? Oops, forgot the 5-minute orb, and I missed it. All right, let's get our 15-minute orb out. Yeah, if you're getting trades off the 5-minute, frickin' do it. Opening range breakout trade, guys and girls. We'll explain that to everybody in here as the week goes on. Let's see if we got any 5 minutes. I don't know. Did we get a 5-minute? No, we're on the 15-minute now, so let's see if we get that. ES is bounced. Nothing, honeys. So this is the 15-minute opening range breakout, everybody. Okay. What we look for in this is either a break above, a pullback to, or a break below. That is the orb, Isaiah. And again, when we get into our technical analysis, we'll talk a lot more about that. And in slow markets, we'll talk about that. But basically, we're looking for a breakout, a pullback to, or a break below. The orb breakout indicator that we use, Gregory, is something that Scotty has coded into our charts. Everything you see up here, guys, has been coded into our charts. The beautiful thing about using our moving averages is it tells us every single one of them. There's no guesswork. It tells us where the VWAP is. It tells us the spread. It tells us the ATR, which is the average true range. It tells us everything in one look at our charts. Boom. which is one button to set up in all of our courses. One button, whether on Thinkorswim or TradingView. And again, guys and girls, I don't expect a lot of action. It does, yes, it does on TradingView. There's one button. We have the latest one in there. If you have a problem, Cart, let me know. I mean, Juan. Scotty, I can't keep up. You're a different name every single day. So kind of as I expected, guys and girls, we're sitting around doing nothing. And I wouldn't be shocked if it's like this for the next 2 days, which is a beautiful thing for boot camp because this is all about learning. That this week is all about learning. All right, give me some ones, guys and girls. If you are here for our brand new boot camp in the private trading room or joining us from Boca. Greg, send an email and Roman will help you out, okay? Tell him exactly what the problem is. He'll walk you through how to get it done. All right, we got a lot of people joining us now. Cool beans. Guys, if you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to ask, okay? As the morning goes on. We are not going to be as active as you guys who are trading off a 2-minute chart. We are going to be patient. We are going to be disciplined. We are going to wait for our trading setups. We had a couple of good trades this pre-market. So a couple of things now in gold. Gold, we could be looking at this 34 bottom of the orb to get long now. We're trading in like a 20-point range. So let's give everything a couple of minutes to settle in. Again, none of this is not to be expected. All right, we're going to try 34. If we spike down there fast, that'll be down 20 points. In gold, bottom of the orb. But we want it fast. Like on this pop down. Boom, chakalaka. So we want this to hit us as fast as possible. Otherwise, we won't do it. We'll look to get in and out for a quick trade if it spikes down there on this Bapa-Dapa-Wapa-Dapa. This Nick Papadopoulos. So what we don't want to see now is a bounce, guys, back up to 42 or 43, because it just won't be as effective. You see, we made a low of 37.70. So we'll still give it a couple of minutes because we missed it by a full 3 points. If we would have came within a point or two, it wouldn't even be valid anymore. The short's looking good up at 55 again. Again, we're kind of just sitting in the middle of nowhere land now. In everything. Bitcoin up 4,000 points today. Very nice. Okay, let's see if we get the smack-a-dack on this pop down, guys. Yeah, Gregory, send Roman an email. We'll get you straightened out. Okay. Anybody who has any problems with charts or anything else, please send Roman an email. All right, let's give this one more minute. I'd like to see it on this bop right now. It's now or never, guys and girls. Take profits. Guys, it spiked right up to 36. You son of a beeswax. No, we weren't quick enough. We were not quick enough. Take profits. All right, we got a quick point. Keep a tight stop now. Take more profits. 35 and change. All right, we got a point and two, guys and girls. Everybody get a point and two? And out. Boom. Out. A boom, chakalaka. If you're trailing, there you go. 5 points, 6 points, and you're out of the trade. Boom. All right. Nice way to start the day, guys and girls. A boom, chakalaka. So I'll show everybody the trade. You were in the minis with a 10-point stop. There's no way you got even close to getting stopped out, guys. Come on. It went 3 points against. So here was a trade for everybody. That was our bottom of the orb trade, which is support. 34. It went 3 points against and paid our 3 to 5 points. So again, okay, I only did one contract, made $392 on that. All right, let's regroup, get ready for the next trade if we get one. So I did one contract in that, guys, and got almost 4 points on the trade. Okay. Cancel is short. All right, our next spot, guys, 40, 21, 50. Down 14 points from here. 40, 21, 50. That is our previous week low. And it would be down 18 points from here. So we like it. You got a half a point. Oy. Gewalt. Stick to the rules, guys. You should have gotten a quick 2 points and 5 points on that trade. Okay. See if we can get the spike down 15 points now. Now we like to short, guys and girls. We'll put it in at 55, up 20 points from here. And we're all set. Let's see what the next move is. Let's go around the horn, ya, baby. Oil. Nothing. ESs, do we still like anything in the ESs, guys? No. We can leave our orders out. I still like both of those. We go in that direction. And this is why we trade, guys and girls. In, out, in, out. Now we broke the bottom of the orb, guys, at 30. And if you would have shorted it, it just paid you 1, 2, 3 points. Boom. So we use it for support, and then we use it if it breaks below. So we'll give this 21.50 a few minutes now. Faster the better, obviously, would be if we could spike down there. It makes sense that gold is finally pulling back with the market going up. And if they cut rates, it's not going to be good for gold either. So let's go to our daily and weekly charts in gold. And I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we are not that far away, guys and girls. 39.92 is the daily 30 EMA in gold. 39.92. For those who are long gold, you better hope we hold that level. That is our daily chart. Weekly chart, we got room down to 39.24. I could see that. I mean, that's a weekly chart. We would only be pulling back to the 9. So 39.24 is my target on the downside. And that's where I would start getting long or shorting dust. We bought at $9 for a swing. Now we're up at 12. All right, little bounce in gold. What we saying? ES 68.90. Yeah. Again, this is how it's been lately, guys and girls. 90% of our trades have been in gold. They've been in gold. I mean, it's just that's been the most volatile instrument. So it's been working for us. Natalie, I cannot say buy, but if you look at my order box, okay, this is all the orders that we have out. Again, everybody pushes their own buttons, but these are the trades that I am making, okay, in my Interactive Brokers account, and these are the trades that I am making in my futures accounts. Again, we don't give financial advice. Everybody pushes their own buttons. Anyone have a fib in gold short closer? I mean, we're up at 55. That's all the way up on the 65 EMA. Top of the orb is also 55. So one of our gold orders filled. That was the first trade that we got today. Yes, except for the pre-market ones also. So guys and girls, there are people in the room, okay, that might have been their day. You know, if you had this in a couple of accounts and you made, 4 points, you just made $400 per account. And I never trade the micros, guys. I never trade the micros in my Apex accounts. It's always the minis, always 1 or 2 contracts. That is it. And sometimes I'll be more aggressive. It's a really good setup. Like if I find the far from moving average trade, or, if this would have spiked down all the way to my previous week low on that, I would have done 5 contracts. And that's $500 a point. Risking a lot more. But when we get to a level that we really like, based on our support and resistance, we're going to be more aggressive. And that just comes with experience. And doing it a little longer, not even experience. The more you do it, the better you get at it, the more contracts you do. That's simple. Now we're in nowhere's land, but we still like that 40, 21, 50. Would you look to take one of the EMAs for a short on gold? Yeah. I mean, right now, Rodney, we're being really conservative all the way up to the top of the orb. Right? You see how we got a nice trade on the bottom of the orb? Now I'd like to short it on the top of the orb. So I'm kind of sitting in nowhere's land. This would be a 20-point move up here. This would be a 20-point move down here. Odds are that those trades will work. Again, our technical analysis is going to put the odds in our favor of our trades working. That's the bottom line. Do they always work? No, of course not. But they work more often than they don't. I don't know. Scotty, what has our hit rate been? I don't even know if you're keeping track for the last month. Been really freaking good. I don't know. Anybody else in the room journaling their trades? You should be journaling every single trade that you do so that you know what your hit rate is. How many trades are you making money versus how many trades are you losing money? Yeah, I don't either. That way, you know which trades are working for you and which trades aren't working for you. The orb is set up automatically in our codes that we have built into our charts. Yes, if you're a member, it's in there. As a matter of fact, go to your archives if you are a member, and there's a whole lesson on the orbs recorded by Scotty in your archives. Boom chakalaka laka. All this can put in your trading view charts also. Yes. If I can't write down why I did the trade, there you go, Peter. Boom. There you go. I do not use Trade Locker. I don't know what that is. But if it's something that helps you in your trading, I'm all for it. There is no ego here, guys and girls. You guys found something that works, that you have journaled, and you come to Dave and say, Dave, listen, I'm using XYZ, and I'm getting a 74% hit rate on it. I'm putting it into my charts. Putting it into my charts. In gold, right now we are trading the micro contracts with a 10-point stop. And 10-point stop. Because it has been so volatile. So we're risking $400, and we're looking to make between, $200, $150 to $300. And the reason we don't have to have a one-to-one risk reward is because we make on a lot more trades than we lose. All right, let's see if we can get the spike down to 40.21 50. Give that a few minutes. ES has a 90 RSI. No. Oh, at 90, you're saying, Arlene. I mean, that's only a 5-point move from here. So no. Don't like it. Oh, this has a level there? Yes, you have a fib at 90? Well, good, Jacob. We get a lot of trades on Fibonacci's. Ken is going to give us a 2-hour, well, however long it takes, lesson on fibs today, this week. And it's in the course. Bottom line, guys and girls, if you can afford $300 to start your trading career and you don't buy the futures course, and really, there's no pressure on anybody, you're being silly. First of all, I guarantee your money back if you don't like it. How about that? Money back guaranteed, 30 days. But it is the best thing we have ever done. All our courses are good, but if you just want to trade futures, it's freaking insane for the money that we're charging anyway. To get lifetime mentorship, that alone is worth it. To get Tuesday and Thursday night slow markets for 6 hours a week, that alone is worth it. So we are kind of now in a spot, guys and girls, where charts are going to dictate if we do anything else. That's it. We're hang-a-laying. There have been days when those are the only trades that we get. One of the good things about what we do, if we can hit, 2 or 3 of these, or even 2 early in the morning, I urge my people to leave and go do something else. Why do you have to sit here all day if you come close to or hit your goal? That's the beautiful thing about what we do. If it happens, go. Get the heck out of here. Time is the most precious commodity in the world, and we are not getting it back. So go do something else. Bottom line. Take a chill pill. No. I can't make people go, but I try to get them to go. Cryptocurrency, I thought, was doing very well today. It's up almost 4,500 points. Wow. And look at crypto, guys. You want to trade crypto? Okay. You want to trade the MBT? Look at this gorgeous setup. It hit the bottom of the orb. It hit our 200 EMA, and it's up 114,360, 200 points. How about that? 200 points. And these are the small ones. This only moves like, I don't know, $2 or whatever it is. But what I'm pointing out is, look at the technical analysis. Okay? Spectacular. A 200 EMA, the bottom of the orb, and went up 1,000 points. So you can trade the Bitcoin futures. Scotty, what is the Bitcoin futures per point per contract in the micros? Somebody tell me. It's very, very small. 5 points per tick. Yeah, no problem. Vish, we missed your short. What do you have? 90, 88? I don't even remember. What do you have? Wow. Yeah, you had 90. All right. Well, we'll stay where we are. 97 for now. I would like a retest at the bottom of the orb. See, here's an orb that didn't work. It broke out at 88. I mean, you wouldn't have been stopped out yet, but it certainly didn't work yet. So Vish had a fib at 90. It got to 89. And if it hit 90, you would have got your 3 points right there. Boom, chakalika, lakaluka, lakalika. Again, guys and girls, for those of you who are joining us for the boot camp, okay, this week is about learning. 75 is the 30-minute 30 EMA. I like that on the buy side. Let's come up. Don't worry if you're not understanding the trades that we're doing. Don't worry if you're not getting the trades that we're doing. It's fine. I want you to understand why these orders are going out. Look, you want to copy us? Do it. It's fine. But I want you to understand by the end of this week why we're doing all this. And you will. You're not going to be an expert after 1 week, but what's the bottom of the orb now? 77. We're going to come up to 77. Bottom of the orb. Only because it'll be down 13 points to hit it. So it fits our regular moving average trade. Yes, we trade equities and we trade options. We're going to have lessons on both of them this week, Coot. Yes. Oil's getting this. I mean, gold's getting a little smack-a-dack here. Yeah, all right. I still like the 21 if we do it fast, guys and girls. Otherwise, we got 40, 10, 60 pivot point. So let's give this 21 another minute or two. Then we go to our next level. So everybody can see the technical analysis, right? If we get to one of our levels, we do it. If it doesn't get to one of our levels quickly enough, we go to the next level. And if we don't get hit, we move on. So we'll give this 21 another minute or two. It's still a 15-point move to get there if we do it shortly. Yeah, what Ken just said. Most people are trading futures because they don't have those big accounts to trade stocks. But anyone who's here, you see a stock or an options play you want to make, let us know, and we will vet it for you. And we'll look, and we will say, yeah, it fits our criteria. No, it doesn't fit our criteria. Take profits, guys. Out for 2 points. Out for 3 points. Everybody get in and out of gold. I was too slow. Oh, my God. Why is this not working? Oh, MGC. That's why. All right. Everybody got a nice little profit in gold. Quick trade. Okay, so we got a quick 2 points. Boom, chaka-laka-laka. All right, next level, guys. 40, 10, 60. 40, 10, 60. Boom. Okay. A couple of good trades. What'd that spike up to? It spiked up to like 24. Yeah, 24, 25. Very nice. Boom. And again, only went 3 points against. Great trade. ES double top. Yes, 97 ES double top. We got it out. We like it. This on town, everybody. Gold's been where the action is. We got to go where the action is. Period. Who the hell is calling? Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, guys and girls. We had a leak in our roof last night, and the guy is here. I got to go hang out with him. Made your day, Anthony. That should have made everybody's day. All right, here's what we're doing. Here's what I'm doing. I got to go talk to this roof guy. Everybody take a break. Okay? Take a break. Walk away for a few minutes. I'll be back in 5, 10 minutes. Basically, guys and girls, our day should be over now. Nick is done. He's going to enjoy his family day. Boom. All right, everybody take a break. I'm not in a hurry. I'll be right back. Natalie, send an email to Roman and tell him what you want to do. And we'll take care of it, all right? I'll be right back. All right, guys and gals. It looks like we just missed our 40, 12, 10. It hit it to the penny. Anyone get that 40-12? Holy mackerel. What a trade that was, guys and girls. That is a day maker and a half. Anyone in either room get that? Might not have got hit, but look at that technical analysis again, guys and girls. Okay. That just went up 6 points. 6 points. Nobody got the trade? Did anyone have the trade out and miss it? That's my question. All right, we chill. Yeah, it might not have hit it. I mean, it hit it to the exact penny. Sometimes, guys, when it hits to the exact penny, we're not going to get into the trade because not enough volume traded there for anyone to get into a trade. I had 410.60. Yes, son of a beeswax. Happens. Do you guys really make money consistently month over month? Good question. The answer is yes. Okay, so I'll show you where we're at today. Okay. On all my accounts, $345, $532, $900, and $639. $1,500 today trading gold. And I was not aggressive at all in these. This is trading one contract. $1,500 today. One GC contract. All right, so where are we now? Now, guys and girls, we got to start looking daily. Okay. If we get a far from moving average trade, we'll look at gold again. I'll explain what that is if it sets up. But otherwise, my next target is 39.92, which we will do. Okay, let's go check that out. Our daily level, 30 EMA. Okay. I did, Ant. I don't have my accounts connected. Hold on 1 minute. Order out at 39.92, guys. All right, guys and girls, let me show you where we're getting our next level in gold from, okay, in case you don't see it. On 30 EMA, on a daily chart, so there's a longer term time frame, it's telling us that it's 39.91.15. So we're going to cheat a little bit to 39.92, okay? That would be down another 12 points only from where we are, and we are approaching oversold territory. So we're going to try it, 39.92, we have it out. Now, here's another thing, okay? It has been a good morning already for everybody. So be less aggressive now. If we can add to this and it works, great. But I would do only 2 contracts and keep it very, very tight. And the one thing we do not want to do ever is turn a winning day into a losing day. Everybody that's in my room, understand that? We are not turning a winning day into a losing day. Everybody everywhere understand that? Give me some ones. Give me some ones. All right. $1,500 trading 1 contract is not a bad day. So we are in cruise control. And what time is it? Guys, it's 10:18. Right? So how cool would it be if you were done to just go? Go to the beach, play golf, whatever the hell it is, but don't do this anymore. Because I say this to everybody, it is not going to get better than this. Bottom line. It's not going to get better than this. And quite frankly, who cares if it does? The beautiful thing about today is, guys and girls, we have boot camp. So we're going to be learning all day and not care about trading. How about them apples? Okay. Yes, like Ken just said, if you stay here after you've hit your goal, you're gambling and asking to give the money back. It's that freaking simple. End of story. Oh, I forgot wealth charts where we made $600. So $2,000 a day trading 1 contract of gold. So that's a total of 20 points, up, down, in, out, sideways, backwards, forwards. All right, we definitely want to short gold now. And the top of the orb is 40.29. So let's pop that out. Up 24 points. 40.29. So a few nice setups today, and we can talk about it right here on this chart, right? Opened up, pulled back, hit the bottom of the orb, got a few points. Broke the bottom of the orb, short, 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 short. Missed our pivot point by a little bit. Some people did, some people didn't. Beautiful bounce. Now we're looking for that daily level of 39.92. Then we got to go to a weekly chart. And our weekly 9 EMA is 39.18. So if we break this 39.92, we got room down to 39.18. And by the way, guys and girls, 39.18 would be a normal pullback to the 9 EMA on a weekly chart. Boom. That's it. That would be a normal pullback. And anyone who was with us for the last 3 weeks, if you listened to me, I told you this was coming. It was just one of the most overbought assets I had ever seen in my trading career. On a daily chart, on a weekly chart, and on a monthly chart. So, due for this pullback. There will be a point to buy it. If we ever got to the 39.18, I would start swinging gold on the buy side. What happened, Bull? Every time I call a level here, I get stinked on ice. What do you mean? By us? Well, they're not working? Or what? You got a couple of points on the ESVWAP? That was earlier, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Not doing nothing now. Ah, well, call them and we'll look at them. Again, I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks, guys. Gold is where the action is, period. Apple's up $3 all-time high. Meta's up $15. Nvidia all-time high. Tesla up $13. Microsoft up $9. The only tech stock down is Oracle, down a couple of bucks. Palantir approaching all-time highs. Palantir all-time high now? Other stock I missed the boat on. That is an all-time high, I think. Yes, sir. That's my baby. Yowza. 68.73, 15-minute, 65 EMA and ESs. Love it. Let's do it. Yep, that's our 200 EMA on the 5-minute, Bish. We're in 67.73. We're going to be leaving YouTube in a couple of minutes, guys and girls. Actually, we'll hang out till 11 o'clock when we take our break. See if any other trades set up. So for my YouTubers, you want to check out our course, go here. Oh. Those of you who are joining us for the boot camp, who haven't done any of our courses, go buy the futures course. I mean, if you want to, you don't. Do it or don't. But it's so worth it. Okay, a few people just bought our futures course. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Yes, it is 68.73. Thank you. I do that all day long. 68.73. Thank you, Josh. What is this? All right, we're hang-a-lating. Guys and girls, I will say this. If you are not signed up for our boot camp, if you are not an invited guest this week, if you are not a regular member of our trading room, you should not be here. I'll take advantage of my good nature. Hello, I'm Ryan from SIG. We share stocks with returns exceeding 30%. Would you like to receive our signals? I don't think so. Qualcomm's up $29. Holy crap. Does that have earnings or something, guys? Girls. Wow. This just happened at 10 o'clock. Holy mackerel. Talk about a nice far from moving average trade. What is up with that? All-time highs in Qualcomm, too. New chip announcement. Holy crap, a wappa-dappa. Not all-time highs. 230. I'll tell you, it is absolutely Nirvana in this market, guys and girls. I mean, there is so much positive built into this market. It's scary. I'm getting scared. I mean, we can't keep going up, but I'm getting scared. I don't know. I mean, look, for us, it doesn't really matter. This is a beautiful thing. For us and our 401ks, what difference does it make? Doesn't even make a difference for day trading. Just I'm doing this a long time and we're getting Nirvana-ish. Yes, we are buying the ESs at 68.73. We missed gold by 30 cents. Well, we had 92 out. We missed it by $4. I still do, yeah, because it's down 20 points now. And we missed it by $4, so that's not that close. The short, we're going to lower to bottom of the orb is 31 now. We have 29. 30. No. Guys in the trading room that are visiting us from Boris or from last week, any questions or comments of what we're doing in here? Give us some feedback. Are you able to pick up what we're doing in here? Because a lot of you guys are experienced traders. You might use different technicals. You might not have ever seen anyone trade this way, but give me some feedback. What do you guys think about what's going on here? $92 double top in the ESs. Let's put it in. Don't be shy, guys and girls, or don't give us feedback. We're okay. We're okay. Just joined last week, and tell me what's going on. S-Mac, talk to me. You doing okay? You're picking it up? There you go, Sabrina. I like it. 68.
News, Dallas Fed.
Dallas Fed manufacturing number coming out in 1 minute. I don't think this usually affects things that much, but 68.9250 double top. If it goes fast, we will try. Not usually a big number, but who the hell knows? People who have joined our room and have bought the course and stuff, I need to know that you guys are okay. Because if you have any questions about anything and you're not asking them, you're doing yourself a disservice. Been trading options for did first futures today and got my first gains. Boom. Love it. There you go. And again, guys and girls, you know, we're not for everybody. We do our thing the way we do it. As far as private trading room is concerned, I do not advertise this anywhere. Only people who come into our private trading room are people who have been with us and choose to. I'm always starting on a 5-minute chart. Okay. If we have support or resistance on a 5-minute chart, I do not have to look anywhere else. If I don't have support or resistance on a 5-minute chart, that's when we have to expand our time frame. Perfect example is gold. We look on my 5-minute chart, I don't have any support unless we go down 100 points. And I had to go all the way to my daily chart to find my 30 EMA at 39.92. Boom. So we're always switching if we have to. Bottom line. Dallas Fed manufacturing garbage. Did you make different orders for 3 accounts? No. Here's what I did, Ant. Okay. I trade 1 account at a time. If I hit or get close to my goal in that account, I move on to the next account. If I hit or get close to my goal in that account, I move out to the next one, so on and so forth. I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket because I've done it. I had 10 accounts, all PA accounts, up nice money, and they all got blown out of the water in one day. So you think about all that work you do to get to the point where you're getting paid, and then to have them all disappear in one day, and now you have to start all over. Not for me. I'm very happy. Plus, guys and girls, that is so part-time for me. Going over there and doing that. My job is here. My job is in the trading room helping my traders. That is not my job. I will tell you, I probably miss half the trades we do in this room in my Apex accounts because that is not my number one priority. End of story. You are my number one priority. Helping people being able to figure this out is our number one priority. I keep looking at the gold 9 EMA for a short, and it seems to be working out. But now if I was trading alone, every time while trading, it seems I'm always looking for a trend trade most of the time. I can tell you, Rodney, that gold, ESs, NQs, not going to set up for trend trades that often. They're just not because of the volatile nature of them. Even if we look at gold, this has never hit our 9 or our 15 EMA this entire way down. I think we hit the 9 EMA here at 10 o'clock. So here was your first trend trade setup when we hit the 9 EMA, and we're down 30 points from there. So let's say we did get into this trend trade, okay? I'm giving away the shop here, but we're going to be with YouTube for a few more minutes. Guys in the boot camp, I'm going to give you all this. Let's say we did hit this 9 EMA. We should still have some of that trade, okay? We look to enter a trend trade at our 9 and our 15 EMA as long as the gap is not too big between them. So if we only get in on a 9 EMA, let's say 40.37, I'm not covering that. I'm just trailing it. I would have covered it here at our pivot point because that was a support level. So from 40.37, here's our cover at 40.11. The first time we hit this pivot point. So 25 points. And I just keep trailing it down until it hit a big support level. So if you had one contract in the ESs, that's $1,250. And in a trend, there's no reason to get out of your whole trade until it breaks the trend. Boom. That's attainable, Arlene, if you follow all the rules all the time. Arlene. So Arlene said, for people hanging out on YouTube, my goal is to have 5 accounts and make 200 per account per day. That is 10,000 a month. Not that easy, but it's an easy goal, I think. None of this is easy. We don't blow smoke up anyone's, you know what. But I can tell you that what we do works more often than it doesn't. If all the rules that we're going to teach you today, guys and girls, today is the most important day you're ever going to have in here, in the boot camp. We're going to go over the rules for all of our trades, and then Ken is going to talk about psychology. That is the part of this you have to have down pat before you even think about getting into trading, especially if you've been struggling. Because I guarantee you, every single person who is struggling with this, okay, it ain't because of the technical analysis. It's because you're not following rules and you're going off the rails on a crazy train. That's why people fail at this. All right. You can see how patient and disciplined we are. And how about this? How calm we are. Right? We try to take the emotion out of this as much as we can. We get into a trade, it's going to work or it's not. That easy. It's going to work or it's not. When I get into a trade, I don't know if that trade is going to work or not. How about that? I know that the odds are going to be in my favor because I'm using the technical analysis. But I don't know if it's going to work. That's why we have stop orders on every single trade that we do. Okay? The 40-30 in gold short is now the top of our orb and our 30 EMA. That's why we want to short it there. And we still got this 39.92 out, guys, if we can get there fast. How do you utilize the volume bar? I don't pay attention to it. I have it on there. Well, I do pay attention to it. When this volume starts to slow down, as it will in another half hour or so, it makes it less likely that we're going to get any good trading setups. You're always going to see the highest volume in the first hour of the day. Always, always, always. And I'd like to see a vid volume bar. If you look right here, check this out right here, guys and girls. Okay. This is when we broke the bottom of the euro, and we have two of our highest volume bars of the day. That tells me that we can get follow through to the downside because we got lots of volume and we're breaking a level. Boom, chaka-laka-laka. All right, I only want to do gold. If we hit 92 on this pop down, and we just hit 95, I don't like it anymore, guys. It's only a 3-point move now. Don't like it. I'd rather be patient and not do anything. I know it's a very big level, but I have nothing now, guys, down to 39.24. So we really want to try and get short this. Let me just cancel all my orders and all my accounts. I would have liked the 92 if we got right down there. We didn't. We didn't. And again, just for everybody in here now, I am not in a hurry, nor should you be. So volume, I know that anything that we're trading has enough volume for us to be trading it. I don't have to worry about that. Fib up to 80, Vish. Let's do it. We get a lot of trades off Fibonacci's, guys and girls, which we teach you how to do in the futures course too. Fibs, psychology, everything. 68.80, and we're hanging out and everything else. We're going to take our break in a few minutes. And then for boot campers, we're going to start going to work. All right, my YouTube fanatics, it has been a pleasure to be here with you guys. Check out our courses. Anything with a boot camp, you get the boot camp. If you have any general questions, guys and girls, about anything, I'll give you my email. You want to know about, just anything. I'm here to help, whether you sign up to be with us or not. Any questions about it? Shoot me an email. And we'll be back on Friday. Friday, when it's not as busy and we're finishing up our boot camp, I'll give away some accounts for everybody. All right. It has been our pleasure to be here with you guys on YouTubers. You got my email. You got everything else. Hey, how many people made a couple of bucks today trading on YouTube with us? If you made a couple of bucks, give me a 1. Excellent. Boom. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Excellent. Phone made 431 bucks today. Gorgeous. A lot of you guys. Beautiful. It's not going to be like this every day, guys and girls. But it's been good lately. No complaints. All right. We'll see you guys all on Friday. Oh, excellent, Lucas. Excellent. Love it. Keep coming to the good YouTubers, guys. All right. Let's hope today is the worst day we ever have and tomorrow's a better day. I say peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. We are out of here like Vladimir over ski and out ski.